Fables of La Fontaine. The head and tail of the serpent. A snake has two parts, it is said, hostile to man, his tail and head. And both, as all of us must know, are well known to the fates below. Once on a time a feud arose, for the precedence almost blows. I always walked before the tail, so said the head without avail. The tail replied, I travel o'er furlongs and leagues, I score on score just as I please. Then, is it right I should always be in this plight? Jove, I am sister and not slave, equality is all I crave. Both of the selfsame blood I claim, our treatment then should be the same. As well as her I poison bear, powerful and prompt for men to fear. And this is all I wish to ask, command it, 'tis a simple task. Let me but in my turn go first, for her 'twill be no whit the worst. I sure can guide as well as she, no subject for complaint shall be. Heaven was cruel, in consenting such favors lead but to repenting. Jove should be deaf to such wild prayers. He was not then, so first she fears. She who in brightest day saw not, no more than shut up in a pot. Struck against rocks and many a tree, against passers-by continually, until she led them both, you see, straight into Styx, unhappy all, those wretched states who like her fall. Well, there you have it. The head and tail of the serpent. Very powerful story. Certainly people these days should heed this because it appears that we are heading towards disaster because of this sort of idea. So basically, this story is about the head and tail of a snake. One day the tail says, how come the head is always leading? I'm just as important as the head. Maybe I should lead. So the head is like, yeah, well, we're the same creature, you know. I'm fine with that. If you want to lead some of the time, I'll lead some of the time. We're sisters, we're not enemies. So the tail takes a turn and starts leading the head, leading the whole snake around. Blind as a bat, just as if she were stuck in a pot with the lid on it. No light gets in, dark. So the tail goes around and beats the snake up, banging off of rocks, banging off of trees, smacking into passers-by, and ultimately right into the river Styx. Now, the river Styx is the river that leads from our world into the underworld, or from life to the afterlife. So basically, they're saying the tail led the snake to death, to the afterlife, into the river Styx, the river whose tributary of forgetfulness and the crossing of the river Styx, there's no way to get back. So, that's what's going on now. The tail was asking for equality, but really the tail wanted equity. This is what's happening. Equal outcomes for all. This is basically a communist idea, and it is incredibly foolish. The reason the head is leading is because the head has eyes, the head has a brain, the head can see and can lead properly. The tail has no business leading, and as a result leads the snake to total destruction. There's a reason why certain people lead and other people don't. It's not just, the patriarchy or the white supremacy is keeping everybody down. Equality of effort, sure. Equality of opportunity, fantastic. Equality of outcome, ridiculous. But this is what people are going for. They don't want a meritocracy where the intelligence and the capable can lead to success. It's all about, I'm oppressed, so I've been kept back. Affirmative action, giving people jobs who don't deserve to be in the jobs or positions of power, or mandating that every company has to have X number of women represented or X number of members of the LGBTQ, A plus, whatever. It's not based on their ability or their skills that they've developed through study and practice and effort. So they shouldn't have the same outcome. You work hard, you should get ahead in life. Sure, some people fall through the cracks. Some people have bad luck. Some people are in situations they shouldn't be in. So these people should have the opportunity to compete. But at the end of the day, the more capable should rise to the position. Not everybody has the same skills. Not everybody has the same talents. Not everybody is willing to work the same way. And there should be a reward for your efforts and your abilities. Not just, everybody gets an equal outcome regardless of their talents, abilities, and ability to work. And this in no way means that people who were born at a disadvantage shouldn't have the ability to compete. But at the end of the day, competition should have winners and should have losers, and people who shouldn't be in positions should probably naturally be weeded out of positions they don't belong in, rather than having them put in positions they have no business being in the first place, much like the tail of the snake in our story. Anyway, something to chew on, something to think about. Till next time. Goodbye.